Now, boys and girls, I'm going to be doing this video a little bit differently. The show is happening right now. I'm not reviewing this afterwards. I'm reviewing this as it's happening. I have just witnessed the first match, Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, otherwise known as Roman Reigns being writ off TV again. Roman Reigns has just been written off of TV for months again. I don't care what he's going to film, what he's going to do, he's just been written off TV again. For the, 10th time in 2 years now, 3 years? It's getting a bit ridiculous now. It's getting a bit of a joke. We write him off TV, he comes back, we write him off TV, he comes back, we write him off TV. It's a bit redundant, but I do like the way that they did it. They didn't just have him put through a table, put through 5 tsunamis. They actually got a little bit, I wouldn't say creative, I wouldn't go that far. Definitely wouldn't go that far. But they put a little bit of effort into it. You had, alright, well, first of all, the match was decent. It was what you'd expect from a Roman Reigns Bronson Reed match. It's probably the best Bronson Reed has looked on the main roster so far. I mean, he did a decent job. Decent match. Roman Reigns ends up winning with 1 spear. Then after the match, Roman Reigns is on the announcers table. He's throwing his shoes into the crowd. Well, actually, no. Before that, he put. Well, actually, this was a bit funny. He puts Paul Heyman in the guillotine in the ring, chokes him out. Paul Heyman is unconscious in the ring. No Braun Breaker to make the save. Roman Reigns then gets on the announcers table, signing the shoes, throwing him into the crowd, and then Braun Breaker comes out. I thought that was a bit funny. You're not coming out 2 minutes early to save Paul Heyman, but you come out 2 minutes later to spear him through a table. Fair enough. And then there's tsunamis on a stretcher. There's spears. Jey Uso comes out. Braun Breaker spears him. Roman Reigns takes another tsunami through on the stretcher. More spears. And then there was a lot of spears and tsunamis going on. Jey Uso came out. Basically, Roman Reigns is being written off TV again for months. I don't know what he's going to film. Street Fighter. I don't know. He's going to film something, right? But he's still being written off TV. He's still been written off TV for about 5 times now the past year, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. So we'll see Roman Reigns maybe for Survivor Series, Survivor Series, November-ish time, potentially. I don't see him coming back before then. He looks like he's just been written off TV for a while. You're not going to see Roman Reigns till at least Survivor Series. And then he'll probably get written off again and then come back for WrestleMania. This is Roman Reigns' schedule now. I mean, he's earned the right to do this schedule. Right, he's earned the right to only show up a few times a year for a big match, earn a big paycheck, go away and do whatever he wants to do again. He's earned the right because he carried the company on his back for multiple years. The company is where it is today, financial-wise, and all his business deals because of him. So he's earned the right to do what he wants. But, which goes back to what I was saying in my previous couple of videos. What happens when him and John Cena go? John Cena's gone at the end of the year. Roman Reigns is getting a more and more limited schedule by the year, and they're not building anyone up. Do you really trust Triple H to build up Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker to be that next Roman Reigns, next John Cena? No. But back to the match. Decent. After the match, I don't like what it means. Roman Reigns being written off again. But if you're going to do it, I didn't mind it at all. Bronson Reed lost, but then beat him up after the match, which Triple H loves to do, right? A person loses, but then they beat them up after the match. So it's 50-50. But I'm nitpicking. I didn't mind it. I liked the way they did it. Braun Breaker not coming to save Paul Heyman was very funny. Now, we've got a match which I couldn't care less about. Street Profits versus the Wyatts. I'll be back after this has happened. Now, before I get to Street Profits versus the Wyatts, it's over. It's done. I've just witnessed it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way I reviewed that previous match. The end of it. Because when it happened, I was like, you know what? I do quite like that. But I forgot to mention, they've done it every time. Every time they've written Roman Reigns off of TV, They've done it exactly like that. Every single time they've done it like that. So you know what? I still don't mind it, but I'm not happy with it. I'm definitely not happy with it. If you're going to do it, get creative, Triple H. Not that you have a creative bone in your entire body, but at least try. At least try. So I know I said previously I liked it, or I can't remember what I said, but I was exaggerating. It's the same thing that they do every time. Get creative. I've just witnessed Street Profits versus the Wyatts. Now, I'm going to be completely frank with you lot. I'm going to be Frank Lampard with you, as I always am with you lot. Don't care. I genuinely don't care. I really don't. I really don't care about any of these tag team matches in the tag team division, because guess what? I don't care about any of the teams in them. They're not booked creatively. They're just booked in the same thing every week. Have matches with each other every single week and then rematches at the PLE. How is that fun? They have the Wyatts as your tag team champions, which they've just retained, but they don't do anything creative with them. Triple H does nothing creative with them. It was just a generic match that ended with Nikki Cross holding one of their feet, and then it ends. One of them hits the finisher, and then it ends. I don't care. I wasn't really paying much attention, because again, I couldn't really care less, to be honest with you. Like, to be Frank Lampard with you, I don't care about the tag team division as a whole. You have the Wyatts available to you. You can get creative with them. You can do whatever you want with the Wyatts. They are their type of characters where you are supposed to get creative with them. You're supposed to get creative with individuals like that. Imagine if they had... I mean, this is no comparison at all. You cannot compare the Wyatts to an Undertaker. You absolutely cannot. But they're the same kind of mystical genre of a character, right? Imagine if they had Prime Undertaker go out there every week and just have a match. Just cut a vignette every week or a couple of weeks and then have a match at a PLE that there's no creativity. There's nothing mystical, nothing fun, nothing creative in it. It would be boring, which it is. The Wyatts I like, but they are boring. They had to win this match though. They did. They won the match. They had to win it because they're clearly going into something with MFT, which I might just not watch at all, to be completely honest with you. I might just turn my TV off if I see that. But second match, don't care. I'm not even going to review the actual match because again, don't care. The Wyatts retain. Now I've just witnessed some bullshit. I've just witnessed Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella, which ended in a roll-up. A very, very weird ending. Just because it's a cool little roll-up that Becky Lynch has made unique doesn't make up for the fact it's still a roll-up. No matter how cool you make it look, it's a roll-up. Nikki Bella just lost via roll-up. A roll-up. It out of nowhere as well. It felt like there was about 5 minutes left of the match to go. It felt like they just cut it 5 minutes short. It was weird. Just a roll-up out of nowhere. The crowd didn't even react that much. From a very hot crowd, I think even they were like, oh, that's a bit, okay, well, yep, okay, Becky's won, yay. It just felt very out of nowhere. It felt like there were 5 minutes left of the match that they just cut out and just ended it early with a roll-up. Felt very out of nowhere. Which kind of just hinders, leaves a bad taste in your mouth for the rest of the match. Because the match was not bad. But that ending makes you... What was that? A roll-up. I mean, Becky Lynch was the crowd loved Becky Lynch during this. Didn't like Nikki. They like the heel. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know why they were so obsessed with Becky Lynch and not Nikki Bella. But... Weird. What do you do with Nikki Bella now? Becky Lynch probably had to win this anyway, right? But not like that, because what do you do with her now? You got rolled up in the it's a weird, silly, stupid ending. What felt like the middle of the match for no reason. It was just weird. Not a fan of that ending at all. Not a fan of that ending at all. That's just left a bad taste in my mouth. I have no issue with Becky Lynch winning, but not like that. Not like that. I don't know where Nikki Bella goes from now. Who does she go into something with? There's multiple people she can have feuds with on the roster. Just a bit weird way to go with it. Bit of a weird way to go with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Becky Lynch retains. Something positive. Finally, something positive. Rusev, Sheamus. Best match of the night so far. And I'm gonna say it'll end up being the best match of the night, full stop. Really good match, really physical. I think we all knew it was going to be very physical because every match they've had previous has been very physical. A good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. They mentioned it about 50 times, so it's kind of hard to forget the stipulation of the match. Very good match. They had barrels set up ringside. They had a bar set up that Sheamus got put through. They had tables, that Slim Jim tables that got end up. Rusev went through. They had the shillelagh. They had a lot of things happened. It was really good. Well, actually, it wasn't incredible. It wasn't the best match you'll ever see. It wasn't match of the year. It was a good match, good physical match. They used the surroundings well. I liked it. And Rusev won, which needed to happen because we need to start booking heels correctly. Heels are booked absolutely awfully under Triple H. Triple H cannot book heels, which is odd considering he was an incredible heel. He was booked as an incredible heel back in the day. But now, he can't book heels. We have to start booking heels properly, making them look dominant, feel dominant. He made Gunther, who should be a top heel, feel pretty weak at times. We have to start booking heels properly, so Rusev was the right winner here. Sheamus tapped out. Don't know how I feel about that. They've obviously prioritised Rusev looking dominant over Sheamus saving face and passing out. But Rusev won. It needed to happen. The right winner. Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed greatness. Greatness. Because John Cena is great at everything that he does. We just witnessed greatness and it is very bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. Because we don't have long left at all. How many matches does he have? How many appearances does he have? 8 now? 7? 8? I want to say 8. 8 appearances left for John Cena. How many of those are matches? We have no time left of John Cena. And he is the only person on the roster with Roman Reigns that makes you feel something when he goes out there. At the end of the year, when he's done, who is left that is going to make you feel like that? Who on earth is going to get you on your feet? Or if you're at home, on the edge of your seat like that? There's no one. That match was really good. Logan Paul carried his own, as always. I don't think there's been a bad Logan Paul match, really. John Cena, it's a shame that his biggest match so far has been his worst. The one with Cody at Mania has been his worst match by far in this entire run. We don't count the R-Truth match. The R-Truth match we don't even count. We're not counting that. The match with Cody Rhodes at Mania was his worst by far. Every match, I mean, that match was really good. I really liked it. The only thing I would say is we need to start protecting finishes again. We have to start taking finishes serious again. They have to finish matches. John Cena's AA feels like the weakest move in professional wrestling. He has to give a person at least 5 to put them away. That's what it feels like. How many did he give to Logan Paul? 3, 4, 5 before you can finally beat him? It's the weakest move in professional wrestling. And it's not just exclusive to his finisher. We have to start making finishers feel like finishers again. Because if John Cena goes and beats someone with 1 AA now, they look like the weakest professional wrestler in history. Because everyone is faces had to give them at least 3 of them to beat them. So now if he beats someone with 1 or 2, they look incredibly weak. And that goes for everyone in WWE. We have to start protecting finishers again. But that was a good match. That was a very good match. Logan Paul hold his own. He loses nothing from losing. John Cena had to win. John Cena, I know some people are going to be, he should be putting over talent on the way out. John Cena's put over talent for years. He put over Solo Sikoa, made Solo Sikoa look dominant, and then Triple H has done nothing with him since. So, we've been past that. John Cena will probably put someone over in his last match. This was not the time to do that. He had to win that match. Very good match. Match of the night so far. I was wrong what I said about the Rusev Sheamus match. I really liked it. It's bittersweet though. It is bittersweet. The crowd were incredible during this match. We had multiple AAs. We had a Cesaro uppercut. We had a zigzag from Dolph Ziggler. We had all of it. We had Logan Paul looked incredible. John Cena looked really good. Really good match, but bittersweet. Now we go into the main event. Seth Rollins has just been speaking backstage. No idea what he's saying. And to be quite frank, I do not care. Main event time. The Vision have a new member. Now, I think we all knew there was going to be a new member, because Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed were kicked out of the arena. Paul Heyman nearly died earlier in the night. Seth was in a fatal 4-way. I think we all knew there was going to be a new member. I thought Ethan Page makes sense. There's been rumours of it a little bit before. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is the new member of the Vision. Now, you want my thoughts on it? Here we go. You might be shocked about this, but I like it. I like it. I really do like it. It makes sense, first of all. It makes more sense than Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman being with him. It's his wife. You can't say it doesn't make sense. She's a heel. He's a heel. It's his wife. It makes complete sense. It fits. Becky Lynch needs something. The faction needs something. Seth needs something. The title needs something. I like this a lot. I like Becky Lynch being with this faction. I like this power couple thing that hopefully they go with. I really, really do like this. I'm a fan of this. I think it makes sense. I think it works. I think it fits. I think it's going to add an extra layer to this faction. I think it's going to make this faction actually watchable. Actually add something to it, because it's boring most weeks. Becky Lynch is very good, but the issue is there's no real reason for Paul Heyman in this faction. Like, what is the reason for Paul Heyman in this faction? Genuinely, what is the point in him being there? What is the point in Paul Heyman? Seth can talk. Now Becky can talk. What is Paul Heyman there for? You know what I mean? Like, Seth Rollins he has the brain, right? He's doing the manipulating. He's doing all the plan B's and the plan C's. He does that. Paul Heyman isn't really needed. But I do like Becky Lynch being part of this faction. The match itself, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great match. Fatal 4-ways are hard. Fatal 4-ways are hard to come off well. There's been great Fatal 4-ways in the past. It's hard to have a really good Fatal 4-way. You got 4 people in there that are trying to get the spots in. It was a bit messy at times, but it was what it was. I think it was all setting up. I think we all knew how a new member. I think Seth was the right winner here, especially with them adding Becky. You can't add Becky and then have him not win. I don't know who else they could have had it. Like, there's a new champion on a random PLE that isn't one of the big 4. Like, in a Fatal 4-way. Like, if CM Punk wins tonight, is that really a big moment? Or does it just feel like, well, you should have just done it at SummerSlam then? If LA Knight wins, I think we'd all be happy. But really, on a random PLE, you know what I mean? Definitely not Jay. So I think Seth was always going to win. I don't think anyone else could have realistically won or should have won. I like Becky Lynch being added, but that was Clash in Paris. Overall, as a PLE, I mean, obviously it's just happened. Usually I like to let it marinate, sleep on it, and then give my thoughts, right? So I might say something right now that I changed my mind on overnight, and I think differently tomorrow. But as of right now, meh. I'm going to be honest, meh. We had a couple of good things, right? If we go from the beginning, Roman, Bronson, Reed. Meh match, good at points, meh, yeah, but is what it was. And then after the match, decent, but they've done it many times, so that, meh. After that, the tag team match, don't even want to talk about it, meh. So that's 2 mehs right there. Then what was after that? Was it Becky, Nikki? Meh, again. Like, nothing really happened, ended in a roll-up, so meh. Right, was there anything in between? Did anything else happen? Was there any other matches? Rusev, Sheamus was good. So we've got 3 meh, 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 or straight bad. Between bad and meh, and then good, Rusev and Sheamus. And then we get John Cena, Logan Paul, which is good. And then the Fatal 4-Way, meh match, good ending. So overall, I think it equals out to be meh. I think it equals out in totality to be a meh PLE. Did I miss anything? Did I miss a match? I don't think I did. That was Clash in Paris. Meh. To be honest. Meh. Again, I might wake up tomorrow and think, no, you know what? Fuck it, that was bad. I don't think I'm going to wake up and think, oh, that was a really good PLE. Definitely not. The crowd probably made it seem better than it was to a lot of people, but overall, if you look at it, meh. Most of what happened was meh, with a couple of bad points, a couple of good points, equals out to be meh. That was Clash in Paris, so let me know what you thought of the PLE, this video. Have a good rest of your night. I have something to add after the video using a very bad microphone, but Jackie Redmond has just said, does he set up AJ Lee? Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God.